Okay, we are in the Flora of Colorado by Jennifer Ackerfield, and I will be keying this guy. Do not have my species currently with me because he is currently in the middle of being pressed. However, I did previously identify him, so we're going to walk through this in the steps that I took. Okay, so we're going to start on page 16 here at the key to the families. Plants reproducing by spores. Well, we can just stop there because I know that this plant has flowers and therefore not spores. Ovules and seeds born on the surface of scales. The scales aggregated into a cone, which is either fleshy or berry-like or woody, evergreen. I know it's not evergreen. Okay, so we'll go down to here. Ovules and seeds enclosed in an ovary, flowering plants, trees, shrubs, vines, and herbs, angiosperms. Aha, that looks good. Okay, so we'll take it down to 3. Plants insectivorous or parasitic. They are not. Plants with green leaves. Yes. So 4. Plants submerged or floating aquatics. No. Plants terrestrial or emergent aquatics. Well, they're terrestrial. So key 5, woody plants. Aha! Trees, shrubs, or woody vines. So key 5 on page 20. Just go over a couple pages. Okay, key 5 starts down here. Okay, woody plants. That's convenient. Stems fleshy and succulent. Cylindrical or flattened. Well, it's not a cactaceae, so true leaves present. Plants with or without spines and thorns. Fruit and flowers various. That sounds more correct. So 2, flowers and heads and surrounded by an involucre of bracts. There's no involucre of bracts, so it's not going to be in the Asteraceae family. So flowers not in heads and surrounded by an involucre. Pappus not present. Stamens not united by the anthers. Opary superior or inferior. Okay, so we'll go to 3. Leaves in dense basal rosettes. Leaves are not in dense basal rosettes. Leaves opposite, whorled, or alternate. Otherwise, unlike the above, flowers various. 5. So we'll get to skip 1 and make it to the next page. Okay, young branches and leaves densely pubescent with golden brown or silver stellate or peltate hairs. No. Young branches and leaves without silvery or golden brown peltate or stellate hairs. And if stellate hair is present, these sparse and not densely covering the surface, fruit various. Okay, so we'll go to 6. Leaves small and scale-like. No. If we look here, those are not small and scale-like. So we'll return here again. Leaves larger and not oppressed to the stem. Otherwise, unlike the above, fruit various. Still fruit various. Leaves 3 to 9 cleft from the base. The segments narrowly linear and spinulose. Flowers cream to yellowish and often tinged purplish. Corolla salverform. Well, the corolla is not going to be salverform, so we're going to say leaves and flowers unlike the above in all respects. So going to 8. Leaves all opposite or whorled. Leaves alternate or mostly so. Okay, so if we look here, it appears that even though these appear to be whorled, that the leaves are actually going to be alternate or mostly so. It took me a minute, actually. I had to look at Alexandria's PowerPoint slide. Okay, so we're going to go to key B. Key B starts at the bottom of this page. Stems armed with spines, thorns, or prickles. Every rose has its prickle, but this is not a prickle. So, stems unarmed without spines, thorns, or prickles, which means we get to make a big old jump from 1 to 14, which takes us down to here. Leaves compound or leaves simple and merely lobed. Okay, we get to make another big jump from 14 to 24. Which brings us here. Woody vines with tendrils. I would not say that that is a woody vine with tendrils. Comes from quite a large tree. So shrubs or trees or woody vines without tendrils. So we're going to say shrubs or trees. So go down 1. Fruit and acorn. A nut with a hard scaly involucre covering the base. Flowers imperfect. Well, flowers are imperfect. Staminate flowers and catkins and pistillate flowers solitary or in threes. Well, the flowers are actually both going to be in catkins. So, fruit various but never an acorn. Flowers perfect or imperfect. Okay, that's good. If in catkins, then both the staminate and pistil flowers in catkins. Leaves entirely or variously lobed. Okay. Flowers imperfect, arranged in catkins, or flowers perfect or imperfect, variously arranged but not in catkins. So the fruit here, which you can see here and here, are catkins. So coming back over to here, we're going to focus in. We're going to 27. Fruit a nut or a samara. Leaves doubly or simply serrate, oval to elliptic or nearly orbicular. Not quite right. Fruit a capsule with commo seeds. Leaves entire or serrate, linear, lanceolate, deltoid, or elliptic. That sounds pretty good. Salicacea. Now we get to make a big old jump from page 24 to page 741. Oh wow, that's convenient. Okay. So now that we're at Salicacea, shrubs or trees, usually dioecious, leaves alternate, simple with entire tooth, sometimes with glandular margins, usually stipulate. Flowers usually imperfect, that's good. Arranged in catkins, that's good too. Sepals usually absent or sometimes present, reduced to 1 or 2 nectaries, petals absent, stamens 1 to 60, pistil 1, ovary superior, 2 to 7 carpellate, fruit a capsule with commo seeds. Okay, so I don't see anything there that's like a red flag, so we're going to go ahead and go on. So, buds 3 to 10 scaled, catkins usually pendulous, flowers subtended by a cup or saucer-like disc, trees. That sounds very good. So we're going to go down to Populus, and look, Populus is conveniently right there. Okay, trees, sepals reduced to a non-nectarious disc, stamens 6 to 60, ovary 2 to 4 carpellate. Alright, so leaves palmately lobed or coarsely toothed, densely white tomentose below, petals densely white tomentose. Or leaves unlobed or usually not coarsely toothed, not densely white tomentose below, petioles glabrous. So if we look here, we can see some not too coarsely toothed leaves, if we can zoom in a bit. And the petiole is quite glabrous. So, coming back over here, we're going to go from petioles glabrous to leaves broadly triangular ovate with an acuminate tip, truncate base, and crenate serrate margins. That all sounds pretty good. However, the bark is not deeply furrowed from this tree. So, let's go down here to leaves unlike the above. That's what I meant to say. Bark smooth to furrowed. Okay, going down here. Leaves nearly orbicular to cordate. That's more accurate. Petioles strongly laterally flattened just below the leaf blade. Bark smooth, white to grayish white. Populus tremuloides. Okay. So we're going to go to the next page here and look at Populus tremuloides. A quaking aspen. Tree 6 to 15 meters tall, up to 30. Bark mostly white or grayish white and smooth. Leaves nearly orbicular to cordate. Description of the leaf is 2.5 to 5 by 2 to 6 centimeters. The margins subentire to finely crenate serrate. Petioles strongly flattened below the leaf blade, 1 to 6 centimeters long. Catkins, 4 to 7 centimeters long in flower, to 11 centimeters long in fruit. Capsules, common along streams and in the mountains where it forms large clonal stands, 6,000 to 11,700 feet, and between March and June. Well, we are in May. We are at about 5,400 feet, I believe, right outside of Glenwood, and my house is across from the Colorado River. So I don't even know if you can see this from here. Yes, you can. But those trees right there are what we just identified. They're shimmering in the wind, just like a tremuloides. Beautiful.